most of our house band, Joyful Noise. Others will be joining them later, so glad to have them in the house this morning. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. I'm Kathleen Frankert. I'm a licensed spiritual practitioner here at the Center for Spiritual Living Cultural Coast. Yay! So we're experiencing a little summer here. For those of you joining us online, perhaps in a cooler climate, I heard somebody say that Florida in the summer is the only place that people take off their coat when they come outside and put it on when they go inside. Because the AC can be a little much, but we would perish without it. So we give thanks for the divine idea behind that, right? And we give thanks for all the divine ideas that created what we're experiencing right now. And that's what we're here to remind ourselves of. There was a divine idea that created each one of us, and that's part of us, and we can't walk away from it. We can't change that, but we can discover more of that truth every day through spiritual practice, through meditation, through coming into community like this, where people see your light and remind you of that, perhaps. So thank you for coming. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for joining us online. We're so happy to have you here this morning. A couple of things to share about what's coming up. Obviously, Joyful Noise is our musical inspiration, and we're always so thrilled to have them in the house. So welcome, guys. Reverend, yes, please. And just so you know, they make it look so easy and sound so beautiful, and this takes practice, this takes a lot of commitment, and so thank you for that contribution to us. Reverend Theresa Fieberts, our spiritual director and founding minister, has a lovely part 2, a continuation of her talk from last week about love as the creative process. Wanted to make sure I got that right. Love as the creative process. So last week she talked about God being a synonym for love being a synonym for God, because out of love everything is created. It is a divine urge to know more of itself through its creation, and that includes all of us. And we also have a special guest here from our second quarter tithe recipient, and Reverend Theresa will share more about that organization, and we'll hear from them later in the service. So at this point, I'm going to invite Reverend Theresa up to make a special announcement that's really important for our center, and then Joyful Noise will be doing our first song this morning.
Thank you, Kathleen. Whew. Yesterday, trying to find the spot to stand in, it's just my vibration.
Yes, it is.
And I literally feel like this morning. Yesterday, we had 17 people come together from 8 different locations across 3 different time zones to feel our union, to feel unity, to feel oneness, to know that in God, you're inseparable. All of us are inseparable from one another, from this thing called life. And so we celebrated the journey of practitioner, the journey from a student. And their last goal yesterday was to have their oral panels. They had all already passed. I have 6 students. They had all already passed their written exam a few weeks ago. And yesterday was their oral panels. And so there's 2 students from the Santa Rosa, Jennifer Caldwell, Jennifer Langdon from the CSL Santa Rosa, and there's Susie Nancaro Smith from San Diego, and that is the Seaside Center for Spiritual Living. And then here with us, we have Angelica Redleaf. Woo! Stand up, my love. Jerry Bateman, who I assume is online right now. And Diana Wyatt. I am so proud of each one of them. I am so proud. I am proud of the work that we did. This is a 4-year journey, at least, to get to this point. It is not for the faint of heart. And you will hear more about their journey, their individual journeys, and the process on July 12th, because we will be celebrating them that morning. And so I'm just so grateful. So quickly, let's just know that this vibration of love, this vibration of unity, this vibration of creative intelligence, which brought us here, as Kathleen said, is alive, is vibrant, and is moving each and every one of us to open our hearts and minds here this day for something greater yet to be. For we are evolution. We are evolutionary. And we accept and say yes, and so it is.
So it is. So it is.
Joyful noise.
Love lifts us up where we belong. Us up where we belong, where the eagles cry on a mountain high. Love lift us up where we belong, far from the world we know, up where the clear wind blows. Tomorrow brings in a world few hearts survive. All I know is the way I feel. When it's real, I keep it alive. The road is long. There are mountains in our way, but we climb a step every day. Love lift us up where we belong, where eagles fly and a mountain high. Love lift us up where we belong, far from the world we know, where winds blow. Some hang on to used to be, live their lives looking behind. All we have is the here and now, all our lives out there to find. The road is long, there are mountains in our way, but we climb a step every day. Love lift us up where we belong, where eagles cry on a mountain high. Love lift us up where we belong, far from the world we know, where the clear winds blow. Time goes by, no time to cry. Life's in you and I today. Love lift us up where we belong. Eagles cry on a mountain high. Love lift us up where we belong, far from the world we know, up where the clear winds blow. lift us up where we belong, where eagles cry on a mountain high.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. First, congratulations to all the new practitioners. Yay! It's so exciting. My talk is Love Lifts Us Up Where We Belong. At a difficult time in my life, when I was filled with grief, I found my way to the center of spiritual awareness, a New Thought community, and met Reverend Duffy. I had no idea that this would become one of the turning points of my life. I also had no real understanding of the teachings of science of the mind when I first walked through the doors of her center. I didn't arrive with a deep understanding of God being within me. In truth, God still felt like something outside of me, something distant, something I had to reach for. But over time, something began to shift. Through the teachings, through the people I met, and through being seen and supported, a quiet epiphany began to unfold. I began to understand that divine spirit had been within me all along. Even when I felt lost, even when I was grieving, even when I did not recognize it myself, divine spirit was walking with me through all of it. And that awareness opened my heart. I began to be kinder to myself. I began to love myself in a way I had not known before. And perhaps, most important, hope began to rise within me again. That is what love can do. It lifts us back into the truth of who we are. And once my heart began to open toward myself, I noticed something else. I began to see other people differently too. There is a line from The Little Prince that says, "It is only with the heart that one can see rightly. What is essential is invisible to the eye." I like those words because they remind me that what is most real about us is not always visible on the surface. We hear people's words and opinions. We notice their personalities and the part of themselves they show to the world. But love asks us to look deeper. Love and liking are not the same thing. I don't naturally connect with everyone. I don't understand every choice another person makes. And love does not mean ignoring healthy boundaries. But love does invite me to look beneath the surface, to see not only the person standing before me, but the divine spirit, the God within them. The philosopher Martin Buber wrote beautifully about sacred relationship. He said, "When we meet another human being in full presence, we meet God." To me, that means every real encounter gives us a chance to see something sacred. Not to judge, not to fix, not to agree with everything, but to see. To remember that beneath the wound, beneath the fear, beneath the outer story, there is something holy at the center of every human life. And the same is true for us. The same divine spirit I seek to recognize in others lives within me. It lives within each of us. When I look back, I can see that love never left me. It came through family and friends, through creativity, and through the unexpected kindness of people who helped me remember what I could not yet see for myself. Love did not erase the difficult chapters of my life, but it carried me through them. It lifted me. Maybe that is why love lifts us up where we belong. Because love brings us back to what is essential. It helps us see with the heart. It helps us honor the sacredness in one another and in ourselves. And when we can see that, even for a moment, something in us settles. We remember who we are. We remember who others are. And in that remembering, we don't have to climb or strive to belong. We simply recognize that we already do. That is how love lifts us up, not by taking us somewhere else, but by bringing us home to the truth that was with us all along.
Wow. Beloved Laurel, thank you so much. What a perfect song we have to, wow, it goes right with it. The power of love is here now. It was here to greet us when we walked through the door. The power of love. Now, here. And you can say that anytime, and it is truth. Let's do this song. The power of love is here now. The power of now is here now. The power of unity is here to create magic on earth. The power of love is here now. The power of now is here now. The power of unity is here to create magic on earth. Let the water wash away your tears. Let the fire burn away. Let the wind blow into your life. Faith and trust, oh, let the earth hold you, take care of you, nurture you. The power of love is here now. The power of now is here now. The power of you and me, it's here to create magic on earth. The power of love is here now. The power of now is here now. The power of unity is here to create magic on earth. Water wash away our tears. Let the fire burn away our fears. Let the wind blow into your life such faith and trust. Oh, let the earth hold you, take care of you, nurture you. You feel that love right here, right now. The power of love is here now. The power of now is here now. The power of you and me is here to create magic on earth.
Oh, very nice. Thank you, Diana. Thank you, Joyful Noise. God, I love that song. Well, I'm not going to take very long at all introducing Annie Berkness, who is the executive director of Also Youth, because I want her to have time to tell you about the cool stuff that they're doing and how we can continue to support them. So you go right ahead.
Thank you, Theresa, and thank you all for having me here today to represent Also Youth. As Theresa mentioned, I am the executive director, and I'm going to trust that the tech is going to work with us here. I'm always amazed when I come into a space like this and I get to hear a message about love and belonging and community, because that's what we do at Also Youth. That is the kind of place that we create. And while I'm going to go a little bit off script here, because last night our kids, for those of you who don't know, we are an LGBTQ youth serving organization here in Sarasota. We had a lock-in at the Moat. Yeah, it was beautiful. It was amazing. And I just have to talk about that for a second, because we received a text message from one of the parents this morning after their kiddo got home, and here's what they said. They said, "Thank you and your team for hosting an amazing event. My boy cannot stop talking about the fun he had and the friends he made. After an awfully rough year of bullying about his identity, it's amazing to find this space for him to just be himself. He's looking forward to attending more events in the future. With much gratitude," and it's signed his parent. Yeah, it's so lovely. And you all, thank you, yes. So Also Youth, sorry about this. You're seeing what I'm seeing, so I'm gonna get out of this happy moment here. Okay. So Also Youth, what you see on screen is our new location at 2195 Ringling Boulevard. When I was with you last year, we did not have this space. Hurricane Milton had taken our previous location. So let this serve as a testimony, because I heard through the grapevine that you all are looking for a new space. It took us about a year to find ours, so I'm sending all the good vibes your way to find your new space. All right, so our history. Also Youth was created in 1992 by a group of folks who were concerned about the high rates of suicide and mental health issues among the youth and the LGBTQ+ community. Our mission is to empower LGBTQ youth and their allies and create inclusive communities. Our vision is that all people would live their lives with dignity, honesty, pride, regardless of sexual orientation or gender identity. Our core values are advocacy, leadership, support, and outreach. That's what ALSO stands for. For advocacy, we do things in the community like get out and teach about inclusivity. We talk about we do scholarships. This past month, we awarded about $15,000 to our youth going on to their post-secondary educations. We teach cultural competency, and we'll get a little bit more into that here later on in the presentation. We have youth leadership opportunities both within and out in the community. And we represent the youth to the board to really be their voice and help shape our programming. For support, it's all about providing a safe space. And we have gender identity and neurodivergent support groups. We offer free mental health counseling. Last year we had about 63 youth participate in that. We connect youth with helpful community resources. About a week and a half ago, we had one youth approach us because they were experiencing homelessness. And we also have something even for our middle schoolers. For outreach, we like to attend conferences, partner events. We like to sponsor awards and fundraisers. Basically, we like to get out in the community so that more people can learn about the work that we do and we can find the kids who need us the most. We're always looking for ways to reach the community, and especially schools and those who work with youth. As you can imagine, around here, it's a little harder to get our foot in the door at schools. So we are always looking for ways to partner. Magnet schools tend to welcome us a little bit more than the others. Programs. This is where the magic happens, y'all. The support groups. We have a series called Adulthood One-on-One for ages 17 and older. We do a series about resumes, interview skills, what it means to sign a lease. We talk about college. We talk about banking and finances. I did mention also Junior, our middle school program. We have the Rainbow Library. We have weekly enrichment. Friday nights, we delve into the arts. We go on field trips. We were just at the Ringling the other day. We have summer and spring day camps. Our summer camp was just last week. So as you can imagine, the program managers are probably sleeping right now because they were at the Moat and they did camp. They deserve a break. And also the free mental health therapy. Some events upcoming that you could participate in. We're going to have Trivia Night at Mellow Mushroom on July 8th. We're partnering with Project Pride for that, so all are welcome to join us for that. For those 18 and older, you're welcome to join us at Romeo and Juliet at Dingbat Theater on July 9th. We are also partnering with FabAF to do an art workshop on queer ecology. It's like a queer ecology print. So if you have any youth that might want to participate, that's July 11th. We'll be having a youth, family, and friends beach party August 1st in Venice. So if you're interested, you're welcome to join us for that. And this one's a big one. We're really excited to be partnering with the Johnson Singer Arts Foundation. August 8th is our opening gallery at the Sarasota Art Museum. And August 22nd is the other gallery opening at the Maddox Gallery Studios with FabAF. All right, I want to shift a little bit and talk about how to be an ally and how to do that through inclusivity. Why does this matter? Well, 42% of youth seriously considered attempting suicide in the last year. More than half of those were transgender and non-binary youth. 75%, 3 out of every 4, it's mind-boggling, have experienced discrimination based on their sexual orientation or gender identity at least once in their lifetime. And 48% of youth reported that they wanted counseling, but they couldn't receive it. So again, hence why we offer that free therapy. But LGBTQ plus youth who had access to spaces and people that affirmed their sexual orientation and gender identity reported lower rates of attempted suicide. So let's talk a little bit about sexual orientation and gender identity. First, we need to understand the difference between sex and gender. Do not ask or question or assume or speculate about anybody's sex. It's unnecessary to know somebody's sex to be able to support and respect them and their gender identity. It's assigned at birth. It's influenced by sex characteristics, like chromosomes, anatomy, hormones. It can be assigned as male, female, or intersex. Intersex refers to people who vary from the typical male-female sex characteristics that occur naturally. And common ways to talk about this is you might hear assigned female at birth or AFAB, or assigned male at birth or AMAB. Let's understand gender then. Gender is society's set of expectations, standards, and characteristics about how men and women are supposed to act. Each person's experience and interpretation of their gender identity is unique. It's personal. It can't be assumed by physical appearance. Something I'd like to throw in here is that it's a spectrum. You might present or think of yourself as more feminine, but you're more of a tomboy, right? So this is a spectrum. It varies person by person. A person whose gender matches their sex assigned at birth is considered cisgender. A transgender person's gender differs from their sex assigned at birth. Some other gender identities include genderqueer, gender fluid, and non-binary. Common pronouns include he, him, she, her, they, them. Some people go by more than one pronoun. For example, they might use she, they might use he, they. Some people use any pronouns. Pronouns can change quickly as people explore their gender identity, and it's okay to ask what pronouns a person uses. We encounter this quite a bit also because we have young kids exploring their identities, and we want to give them the space to do so. Misgendering is using the wrong name or pronouns for someone, and that can be deeply hurtful. If you accidentally misgender someone, just quickly apologize and correct yourself. Move on. Commit to do better next time. You can always ask someone what pronouns you use or how do you like to be addressed. My favorite way is, I'm Annie. I use she, her. Who are you? What do you like to use? Using a chosen name and preferred pronouns is shown to decrease suicide attempts. It's really that simple. And let's understand some sexual orientation now. Sexual orientation is a person's physical, romantic, or emotional attraction to another person. Straight or heterosexual is someone who's attracted to people of the opposite gender. Gay refers to men who are attracted to other men, but may also be used as an umbrella term to describe anyone who is queer. Lesbian refers to women who are attracted to other women. Bisexual refers to people who are attracted to both women and men. Pansexual refers to people who are attracted to any gender. Asexual, or ace, is used to describe people who experience little to no sexual attraction. And queer is an umbrella term used to refer to an identity that expands outside of heterosexuality. I know that word alone, some folks might grimace at, but it seems like the LGBTQ community is taking that one back. So what still needs work? Obviously, I read to you that quote from the parent, bullying and loneliness is still an issue. LGBTQ plus people need friends, allies, and places to belong. Exclusionary practices are an issue. A strong community pays attention to trans people, disabled people, people of color, youth, elders, and other underprivileged groups. They go hand in hand. Misinformation is an issue. Learning false information leads to prejudice towards LGBTQ people, which can be harmful. There's unequal access. Not everyone can easily reach affirming spaces or resources. And supportive spaces. Loving a community sometimes means asking who still needs support and how can we create space for them. All right. I could keep going, but I know I need to wrap up. If you would like to get involved, if you'd like to learn more about us, we could always use volunteers with our youth. We could use outreach volunteers. We're always looking for committee members. We're always looking for board members. You could scan the QR code, or you could just go online to alsoyouth.org, where we have an application to fill out and get started with us. Thank you very much for having me.
Annie, so much. Thank you. Once again, I wore my waterproof mascara. It's a good thing. Those statistics are hard to listen to. They're hard to hear. They really are. So thank you for that information. As Kathleen said, every year since we started, also Youth has been our second quarter tithe recipient, and we're very proud of that. We're very proud of that. Do you know what allyship means? I looked it up this morning. The continuous, I like that, the continuous practice of using one's privilege and power to support and advocate for marginalized individuals or groups. It involves a lifelong commitment to listening, learning, and dismantling systemic inequalities. In science mind lingo or practitioner lingo, we would say false beliefs, right? Yeah, dismantling false beliefs in partnership with those facing discrimination. This is important work, and I'm really proud of our standing with you. It's important work. So last week, we talked about, I was condensing 4 weeks into 2, And now I'm really condensing it into 1.5, right? So real quickly, let me finish up with what I said, with where I was going last week. We talked about love as the givingness of life to life. Love as the givingness, some process upon itself that all comes into form. Spirit, God, creative intelligence, essence, energy, source, whatever you want to call it, right? Whatever you want to call God. There's only one thing, right? There's not something else. So God has created all that we see, all that you are, all that all of us are, from itself, from a process within itself. So Eric Butterworth says, God not only is synonymous with love, God is that process. God is the creative process. It's how God acts. It's how God comes from that infinite realm of all possibility into form by this creative process upon itself. And voila, here you are, right? It's also how we do life. It's also how we create our lives. It's how we show up in lives. It's how our lives work. It's how God works. It's how our lives work, right? We're creative machines, really. We're creative machines. We can't help it. We are designed that way. Our thoughts are powerful. Our thoughts are forever creating our experiences, our lives, our bodies. Really? Yes? Yeah. So yesterday, as I said, we have 6 new licensed spiritual practitioners that were birthed. And it was their intention, it was their thoughts. It was their thoughts, their words, their deeds, their actions that brought them to that point, to this point, right? I mean, in a very logical way, we can follow this process, can't we? That we're creating our lives. Sometimes when something shows up that we don't like, it's hard for us to go, ooh, I did that. And it's not that we're creating every darn thing. We're interacting with everybody else, right? We're interacting with that group think too. And so that has power. And then last week, we talked about love and law. We talked about that fact that love is the desire, love is the passion to create, to experience life, to come into form, to have different experiences, to experience joy, to experience creativity, artists, musicians, whatever, right? And law is the one that says what? What did I say last week? Done. Yes, done. You got it. Whatever you want. Okay, it's yours. Because it's mechanical. It's just, we have these desires, we have these thoughts, we have these intentions, and here it comes. Here it comes. That's the way life works. But that mechanism is fueled by love. We don't want to forget that part. It's fueled by love. It's motivated by love. It's like there's this reciprocal thing that's happening, like we're here because of love, but it is our love that we're giving to life that creates our unique experience of life. Yeah? Do you see that? It's what you're fuel, what you're all juiced up about. That's what you're experiencing more, and that's what you're having all the rest of us experience. So watch it, okay? Watch it. Because we're all experiencing what we're each putting out individually. That's the way it works. So I want to ask you, what do you want? Do you want a world where all our children feel safe? Yes. Yes, of course. We want a world where all our children feel safe to show up and be who they authentically are. Right? Because we want that as adults, don't we? We want to be seen for who we are. We want to be known. We want to be known. It's a powerful thing. We want all our children to be valued, to be celebrated. Do you want peace in the world? Are you distraught about the social construct, about the wars that are going on, about the hatred that seems so prevalent? Are you concerned about that? Do you want more peace? Yes. Yes. This afternoon, you know, is our monthly peace walk, aka meditation in the room if it's just too hot for you to walk out there. So today we will spend time after the service starting at 12:30 on that. Do you want resources for all? Do you want everybody to feel abundance? To have food? To have a home? Yeah. So let's dream big. And you know what? Darn it, that sounded so weird when it just came out of my mouth. They're not big things. It's not a big thing to want to be seen and known. It's not a big thing to want food and a house. Darn it, that's not grandiose. It's real. It's real, and we all want that. How do we create the world where everybody feels empowered? You're here because I know you feel an empowerment around these words that we create our lives. That's why you're here. That's why you're tuning in at home. Because there's something in you that resonates with this idea that we create our lives. Therefore, we're creating society. Therefore, we're creating the world that is at war. We need to be motivated and fueled by love. And we need to know how darn powerful we are, how powerful our thoughts are, and how powerful we are collectively. Ernest Holmes has he has lots of beautiful passages around love. But when he's talking about that we are to be motivated by love, he said this, and I think it's so beautiful. A true artist weds himself to the essence of beauty, imbibing its spirit, that it may be transmitted to the canvas or awakened a living form from cold marble. Yeah. So we must wed ourselves to the essence of love, that we may imbibe its spirit and, transmitting it, give loveliness to all events. Yes. So I want to bring your attention to the science of mind symbol. My good friend, Reverend Shel Redfern, took to AI with the idea of the symbol. Give me some other words. You know, we think of it often as the seed. It's our thoughts. We plant it in the fertile soil. That's law. And we get what we get. Right? The plant, the harvest. Here's some other thoughts for these three levels. The thought goes into law, and we get the life we're living, okay? That's the concept. Intention, faith, fulfillment. Consciousness, law, form. Conceive, believe, receive. Oh, that's a good one, isn't it? I've never heard that before. I've been in this teaching, whatever, it's been 35 years or whatever. Wow, right? Think, know, become. divine idea, mind, form. Listen to this one. Imagine, embody, experience. Ooh, isn't that a good one? Imagine, embody, experience. Possibility, acceptance, reality. The ideas, thoughts become things, right? In Jewish tradition, we might have promise, faith, fulfillment. That resonates with Abraham and Hebrews 11. Christianity, we might see, again, seed, faith, harvest, faith, growth, fruit. So tell me out loud, tell the practitioners in the room, tell the universe, tell your higher self, the creative intelligence that we are immersed in, surrounded by, filled with, made of, sent here by, what you want. I want to hear it out loud. Tell me what you want. Freedom, wisdom, joy, community, equity, higher human evolution. It is no doubt, because what we know is that there is a power in this moment, right here, right now. We feel it. In our mind's eye, we see it. In our heart, we know it. We feel the good that is forever coming into form from that infinite realm. Let us know the power in which we embody, the power when we drop from the head to the heart and embody this thing called life, and know its brilliance is not only for ourselves, but for everyone. There is only one thing ever happening, that divine one, that light, that love, that peace, that joy, that harmony, that health, that wealth, that creative intelligence, that good coming into form by means of us. I claim open channels for the good work that we have created here now. And so it is. So be it. Yes. Yes. Amen. And thank you for being here today.
Thank you so much, Annie and beloved Rev T. Most of you here know that 5 years ago, I was one of those statistics. I was one of those people that didn't want to be here anymore. And I'll share with you quickly that I've had a lot of labels in my life, and most of them I didn't give myself. My favorite one is the one I found here a few years ago. And it's not even practitioner. It's beloved. Thank you for the power of belonging. I may be a gender rebel, and you may be able to call me she or they or he. And what I look like today on Sunday is definitely not what I look like when I'm painting homes on Wednesday morning. But I'm not a rebel because I fight. I'm a rebel because I refuse to conform to the idea that someone else created for me in this form that is mine, known as Diana Wyatt. And I'm so beloved and wonderful to have this place to discover that. I love you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You created this space for me to come to. That's how I got here. You opened up your heart. You opened up your arms. That's how I got here. I'm opening up my arms and my heart to more colorful people to be in our community. I'm opening up my arms and my heart for more LGBTQ to be in our community. I'm opening up my arms and my heart for all the ways of life I don't yet understand that I want to understand, because that's what love does. Once you belong, you know everyone else does. So here's a song I wrote that's called Let's Keep Singing. So let's keep singing together. Oh, well, maybe the words are on the next page. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I look around me and I wonder how we lost such a simple song. One love, one life, one spirit, and some say we need a God. So I'll keep singing till we're counting, not with numbers, but with grace. It's a sacred mirror, every heart a sacred space. I'll keep knowing love, I'll keep being peace, and I'll keep singing songs till we all believe. Center holds us, every soul a holy spark. Though the world may draw us borders, love dissolves the mark. So let's keep counting till we sing, not with numbers, but with grace. Face a sacred mirror, every heart a sacred space. Let's keep knowing love, let's keep being peace, let's keep singing songs till we all believe. Stand united, love remains where we allow. So let's keep singing till we're counting, not with numbers, but with grace. Every face a sacred mirror, every heart a sacred space. Let's keep knowing love, let's keep being peace, let's keep singing songs till we all believe. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Diana, and Joyful Noise. Thank you, Theresa, Reverend Theresa, for a very empowering message this morning. We have been hearing a lot about the idea of love and the action of love, And now is an opportunity to imbue our gifts to this beloved Center for Spiritual Living Cultural Coast with that love. And I don't know about you, but I love the idea that this gift doesn't stop here at this community, although this community cherishes and values and is so grateful for what you contribute to it so that it can continue. But it moves forward from here. We are a tithing community, as was mentioned. 10% of all of our receipts, our income, goes out to do the good work in the community that supports the vision of Centers for Spiritual Living International, which is a world that works for everyone. No one left out, ever. And yes, that can sound like a big idea, but it really isn't, as Reverend Theresa said. It's table stakes, but it's precious, and it's something to hold on to and to imbue your gift with as you bring it to your heart, as you bring it either as it is here, or perhaps you pay online, you contribute online, I should say. If you're joining us online during the Lovecast, you know that there's information now streaming at the bottom of your screen. However you give with that gift of knowing that and imbuing that gift with love. Bring that love to your heart space. Bring that gift either in hand or in virtual means to your heart space, imbuing it with love that is a multiplying effect for that gift and for the spirit that gives that gift and for the giver. And know that this gift is blessed and multiplied abundantly to do the work that supports a world that works for everyone. Knowing this is already accomplished in the one mind by the law, I give thanks for this good, and so it is. And now Joyful Noise will lead us in singing our offering affirmation.
I receive the gift of life and pass it on. I receive the gift of love and pass it on. I receive the gift of joy and pass it on. I receive all good and pass it on. I receive the gift of life and pass it on. I receive the gift of love and pass it on. I receive the gift of joy and pass it on. I receive all good and pass it on. I receive the gift of life and pass it on. I receive the gift of love and pass it on. I receive the gift of joy and pass it on. I receive all good and pass it on.
Yes.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Reverend Diana Escobar, and I have some announcements today. So if you're with us for the first time, please see me or the greeters. We'd love to welcome you to the center and give you a gift. And if you haven't signed up for our newsletter, you could sign up on the back table on Facebook. The new Science of Mind magazines are out, so please purchase one before you leave. We have plenty. The Spiritual Living Circle for this week on the first Wednesday will not we're not having it this week, and we will not be having my recovery meeting on the 3rd and the 10th. Monday is the Metaphysical Movie Night. Please come and have some popcorn and conversation. And I want to congratulate the new licensed practitioners again. Yay! I have to say it was so wonderful being there, holding the high watch for them, and it just was beautiful. And so July 12th, we're going to be honoring them. And so please save that date. And we're going to have a potluck. So please come, because we want to celebrate them and everyone, always. Kathleen is the practitioner of the day. Join us for coffee and conversation. And we'll have our last song. And there's a new men's meeting, CSL Men's Group. It's going to be Thursdays twice a month, starting July 2nd from 4 to 6. And please contact Joa, White Eagle, and he has his number. And I'm going to put this newsletter on the, please stand up, Joa, sorry. Yes, yes. And I'll put the newsletter on the back table, information table, and we will have our peace walk as well at 12:30. Thank you, everybody.
We love you. Come back next week.